Hey everybody, it's Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching. So today I'm going to give a long-term review of the Alien Gear holsters, primarily their 3.0s and their models beyond that. So Alien Gear holsters tend to get a bad rap within the industry for whatever reason. Most of it is, if not all of it, is undeserved. They kind of get the rap of being a cheap holster. And I'm here to tell you that is not the case at all. I've been carrying Alien Gear holsters for about as long as I've been concealed carrying. I started concealed carrying a pistol every single day of my life. When I was 18 years old, I'm now 25, and I have been carrying Alien Gear holsters for the vast majority of that time. And I have had nothing but good experiences with not only the company and their customer service in particular, but with the quality of their holsters as well. And I still carry these holsters to this day. When I first started carrying Alien Gear holsters, I carried their 2.0s, which is kind of like their, I guess you could say their initial lineup. That back when I first started carrying them, they were a brand new company really, and this was kind of like their first holster launch, if you will. And the deal with these is they had a plastic liner. So you have like this outer material here and the neoprene in the back, and in between those two layers you got a liner, and this particular one is plastic. And I'm a serious concealed carrier, so I carry every single day of my life. I train, I practice a lot. I'll do thousands upon thousands of draw strokes every year. So needless to say, I put a lot of wear and tear on holsters. And with these 2.0s, in particular this plastic liner, I wore them out very quickly. They were great holsters, but I wore them out, and I typically would wear them out within a year, within 9 months, almost 9 months to the dot while I would have to replace them. And I replaced 2 or 3 of these. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, but I replaced several of these. And I would have to replace them simply because at some point, like 6 months in, that plastic liner in the middle would snap, and that would accelerate the wear out process, and within a few months I would have to replace the backing. And whether you dislike Alien Gear holsters or not, one thing you can't knock them for is their customer service, because every single time I wore out one of these backings, which again I wore out 2, maybe even 3 of these, I called them up and I said, hey, my backing wore out. The holster's basically unusable now. I need another one of these, and they sent one out for free. They replaced 2 or 3 of these for free. And eventually, what ended up happening was they released their 3.0 holster, which the biggest difference between the 2.0 is instead of a plastic liner, they had a spring steel liner. And when they launched these, eventually I wore out another one of those 2.0s. Again, I don't know which number this one, but I did keep this just for the sake of the review. I knew I was going to be doing sometime in the future. Anyways, they came out with a 3.0, and somewhere around that time I wore out another one of those 2.0s. And I called them up and I was like, hey, listen, I keep wearing out these 2.0s. They keep breaking on me. Those plastic liners keep snapping on me. For someone like me who carries every single day, who practices a lot and trains a lot, I put a lot of wear and tear on those holsters. I just keep breaking them. Would you want to send me one of your 3.0s with a steel liner that I assume would be a lot more durable? And that's what they did. They sent one of these out to me, and this is the one they sent to me at least 2 years, probably 3 years ago, maybe even longer, and I have yet to wear this one out or one of my other 3.0s out. The steel liner really made the big difference because they don't snap and break in half, which just greatly accelerates the wear out process. So yeah, I have yet to wear one of these out, and I carry just as much and practice and train just as much, if not more, than I did back then. And this holster is still looking fantastic and still looks like it has a whole lot more life left in it. I have other ones as well. Here, this one's basically brand new because I have a I have a shell for a Smith & Wesson Shield. The other one's for a Glock 19. This one's practically brand new simply because I don't wear a shield like this very often. I don't carry a shield like this. Typically, if I'm carrying a shield, I'm carrying it via another means for other reasons. So this one's practically brand new. So this will probably be my my next backing when I eventually wear out the other one, which doesn't seem to be anytime soon. There's a lot of other reasons. There's a lot of reasons why I like these holsters. Number one, I find them to be incredibly comfortable. I do. I really like these hybrid style holsters, or what I like to call a padded holster, where you have like this kind of backing or this pad, and then you have the actual holster. I really like these style of holsters. I just find them to be incredibly comfortable. I've tried I've tried other style of holsters, primarily your Kydex holsters, where you just have the Kydex, where you don't have a backing, you just have a straight Kydex holster. And although those are fantastic holsters, I just find them to not be as comfortable, because when I'm wearing this, it feels like I have a pad on my hip. And with those straight Kydex holsters, it feels like I'm actually wearing a gun, simply because they're a smaller footprint and there's just more pressure on one spot. And it does make it feel like I'm wearing a gun, as again, with this one, it makes it feel like I'm wearing a pad. So I just find these to be incredibly comfortable. This Alien Gear in particular, but other styles of holsters like this as well. Another big reason I like these is that the back is made of neoprene, so it's very slow to absorb sweat and odor. Like I said, this is the backing they originally sent me when I asked for that 3.0 replacement. So I've been wearing this holster for probably 3 years now, and it smells just fine. It doesn't smell like sweat. Doesn't smell, it doesn't have really any nasty odor to it at all. Smells just fine. Also, because it's neoprene on the back and in the front portion here, it's made of some sort of like rubbery material. I don't know what exactly it is. They call it like alien skin, I think, but I don't know what the exact composition of it is. Either way, if this holster gets really dirty for whatever reason, which I do this all the time, I just take it right over to the sink and wash it off, let it dry, and it's just fine. You can't do that with leather holsters or anything like that, which, I mean, I like leather holsters a lot. During the winter months when it's really cold, I'll very commonly wear a leather holster, very similar to this. It's a different brand, but it's basically the same idea as this. But I'll wear a leather holster, which I like. They're great holsters. But I don't wear leather holsters during the summer months, or really any warm months. I only wear it during like the winter, because leather and sweat, sweat tends to make leather smell real bad and just kind of degrades leather real fast. So I only wear it during the winter months when it's cold and I'm not really sweating that much. But every other part of the year, I'm wearing this thing, and it's fantastic, and I have absolutely nothing but good things to say about these. Some features of it: you can adjust the retention on it just via screwing down or loosening these screws, and you can adjust the retention. Pretty basic stuff. You can adjust the ride height by unscrewing these clips and adjusting the ride height of the clips. These clips I've had nothing but good experiences with. I think I broke one of them a long time ago when I first started wearing these holsters. Other than that, absolutely nothing but good experiences with them. Typically, I'm not a big fan of clips, simply because they have a tendency to want to unhook themselves to your belt, especially at the worst possible time. However, I've had no such experiences with these clips. Now, I do wear a pretty thick and wide belt. I do wear an 1 3/4 inch belt, so it does fill up this entire clip. Now, if you wear an 1.5 inch belt where there's a little bit more play between the belt and the clip, you might have different experiences. However, for me personally, for everyday carry, practicing and training classes, I have never had one of these clips come off my belt, which pleases me, because most of the time I take clips like this off, and if it's another holster, I'll take clips like this off and put loops on because they're simply more reliable. But again, I haven't had that experience. So again, these are the 3.0s, which is the ones I like the most. I have used their newer versions. This is like their 4.0. There's a bunch of differences. This one's has a little bit of a smaller footprint, which actually, believe it or not, most people would probably prefer that. I actually prefer the slightly bigger version because, again, I just think it's a little bit more comfortable. But with their 4.0, there's a few differences. Number one, the clips, they don't actually screw in. They have like this little kind of quick detach kind of deal that you can work it out and reattach. So they don't actually screw in. The actual holster itself comes off. You can just detach it. You can watch videos on how you can detach it. It pulls off so you can put it on different types of holsters. Like I have one of their appendix carry holsters as well. So you can just take the holster off, the actual shell off, and put it on another backing. Very comfortable holster, just fine too. Again, nothing but good experience with this particular holster. But personally, I still prefer, if not just because it's what I'm used to, their 3.0. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say about these. I've rambled on about these things long enough. If you are looking for a nice holster like this, like of this style, I can highly recommend the Alien Gear holsters, particularly their 3.0s. Again, I'm pretty sure they don't make their 2.0s anymore, but just in case, I would not recommend their 2.0 simply because if you're a serious concealed carrier and you put a lot of wear and tear on holsters, you're going to break those 2.0s pretty quick like I did. But I do recommend their 3.0s. Again, I think this is the only one they make anyways, so highly recommended. I have nothing but good things to say about Alien Gear, about their customer service, and about their products, particularly these holsters. I haven't really experimented with any of their other products, honestly, but I have many years of experience with these holsters, and I have nothing but good things to say about them. I'm Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, follow, depending on where you're watching this. I'm Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching.